Uh, I'd like to keep this a little simple and as bullet pointish as possible, so you might actually have fun looking at this. I think the world has changed, and going on with what Anurag said, I'd like to codify on how it's changed and what is the way forward for brands and what is the way forward for agencies out there. I'd like to spend about 30 minutes and see if I can put forth 15 ideas to you. Just next, please. A little bit about me. I've worked with companies like FCB, Grey, Ogilvy. I helped launch MTV in India. I worked with one of the world's first digital firms, CKS, where I launched Amazon and Yahoo globally. And I came back to India as a CEO of Channel V. And I've since founded companies like Geodesic and also run a company called Pinstorm and a company called Seed Fund, which invests in companies. So enough about me. Next, please. Some of the brands I've worked with or managed out here. Enough of that. Next, please. So I think this is the most important slide. This is the legal caveat. Apologies in advance. Unlike astrologers, palmists, politicians, and various other people, I make no claims of accuracy about the future. So, it's always fun to come and deliver a talk on what the future might be like, because nobody can hold you responsible. I think it's. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and where I don't have to take any responsibility. Keep going. The first point I really wanted to make, and I don't know if it's been made loud enough, that everybody talks about digital as niche media, but actually anyway, I look at it, digital is mass media, even in India. Next. Keep going. Next. Keep going. Yeah. If I look at keep going, the number of internet users right now, there's about 145 million this month, and of which there's about 90 million mobile and about 90 million internet users. To put that in perspective, you can stop at the end of this slide. Yeah. There's only 25 million people who watch Star Plus in India, and only 7 million subscribers to Times of India in India. So already there are more than 20 times the numbers of readers, users of the internet in India as they are readers of TOI. Right? And looking ahead 2 years from now, I think this number is going to be about 300 million, with mobile being at about 225 million, desktop access being about 150 million. It's going to be much, much, much larger than the number of cable and satellite homes in India, than the amount of Star Plus viewership, or keep going, next, or the TOI national circulation. Specifically, if I look at properties, and this is where it gets interesting, Google gets about 105 million users a month. Facebook gets about 51 million users a month. IPL that just finished, where KKR won, has an average of 6 million viewers, and SEC AB. Just to put that in perspective, every single day Facebook gives you 8 million viewers. So Facebook gives you 33% more viewers every day in India today than IPL in SEC AB. All right. The day of saying, digital will one day fight TV is over. Digital has already got the reach. It's already got the numbers. Keep going. Yeah. More than the rise in users is the fact that the rise in usage. Digital is already used 2.25 hours to 3 hours a day. Keep going. Which is more than the usage of television. The more important thing is when you look at cost effectiveness, digital is hundreds of times more cost effective than any other media in India. Keep going. Next. If I look at the same slide and look at the cost per thousand rates, the cost per thousand on IPL is 25 to 30,000 rupees. The cost per thousand on Star Plus is 25,000 rupees. The cost per thousand on digital is 0 rupees or 100 rupees, or somewhere between 0 and 100 mostly. Right? So if you're looking for reach, digital beats reach. If you're looking for cost effectiveness, digital is hundreds of times more cost effective. Within digital, social is the biggest and fastest growing part of digital. If you keep going, please. If you look at linear portal users like Yahoo, Rediff, India Times, they're growing at about 12% per annum. But if you keep going, please. If you look at Blogspot, 200% per annum. YouTube, 220% per annum. LinkedIn, 308% per annum. And Facebook, 615% per annum. All of these are India numbers over the last 2 years, CAGR. All right? Social is growing by an average of 250% per annum from a base of 50 million plus, from a base of twice the viewership of Star Plus. Right? The more important thing right now is not managing social well can virtually kill your business and your career. If you look at the Nielsen study, some of you may have seen it, the most, what users keep saying is that the most credible media for them is really recommendations from people they know, which is word of mouth, followed, go back please. Yeah. Followed by consumer opinions posted online, which is like Twitter, opinion of anonymous people, followed by brand websites, followed by, that's it. And then television, newspaper, etc. comes much later. So even users out there are very clearly saying, I trust digital much more than I trust print or I trust television. If you go more specifically, keep going. Keep going. If you look at what Rupert Murdoch had to do when the news of the world phone hacking scandal broke, go back please. Essentially, a 168-year-old newspaper had to be killed in 4 days, in less than 168 hours, because of the entire phone hacking scandal. Not just that, he lost control of BSkyB. UK Parliament censored him as that this man is not capable of running a large company, all because he was unable to control, manage digital media. Keep going. Even closer, one of India's most reputed names, Tata, over 100 years had built a blemish-free reputation. It really got hammered in the 2G scam case, where you had Barkha Dutt and Veer Sanghvi, pretty much come out, and the Barkhagate scandal, where these two were pretty much outed as agents of the Congress and so on and so forth. And if you say, oh, well, that's just, these scandals keep happening from time to time, is there any economic impact of these digital scandals? Keep going. So if you look at the News Corp stock price, keep going. In the 4 days after the hacking scandal broke, they lost £9 billion in market cap. Go back. NDTV, in the 2 years since the phone hacking scandal, has lost 60% of its stock price since the 2G scam. And even Tata Telecom has lost 40% of its stock price since the Raja scam broke. So essentially, you're seeing that companies are losing the market cap and value in India. Investors, it's not just coincidence. There's nothing wrong with the financials of any of these companies. It's simply being hammered because investors are saying these guys are not managing, their reputation well, and hence that's really happened. Keep going. So really, my next point is that to manage digital or to manage digital for your brands, it really has to start by changing your vision of tomorrow. And the vision I'd like to present to you is, let's hold on to this slide for a bit. I do believe that the brand managers and marketers of tomorrow's will be like air traffic controllers. You're going to be sitting at a desk. In real time, you're seeing what is the chatter about you, what's the chatter about your brand, what's the chatter about your rivals, how's your campaign doing, how's their campaign doing, what's your depth, what's your reach, what's your engagement. You figure something's doing well, you accelerate it. You figure something's not doing well, you stop it. You make some campaigns take off, you make some campaigns land. At 8 p.m. you say, it's enough, it's time for me to go home, I want to be with my kids. And somebody else comes, takes up your seat and runs the brand from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Much like air traffic control. Because your brands are live and in front of a live audience 24/7 around the world, brand management will become a task much like this, right? So hence, this is actually the picture that we show everybody at Pinstorm and say this is what the future is going to be 5 years from now. And our job is to provide the services and the technologies behind this to help manage our clients' brands. Right? We do believe brands are going to move to a mode and brand management is going to move to a mode like this. Keep going. Right? So the mantra we keep saying is that don't just think 360. 360 degrees is a standard mantra everybody talks about. We add a wrinkle to it. We say it's not just 360, it's 360 by 365. You have to be doing everything all the time without a break out there. You can't say I'll run this campaign for 2 months, be dark for 5 months, start again in August and then come back in January. Digital doesn't stop on Saturday and Sunday. It doesn't stop at 5 p.m. On a Friday evening when your copywriters go home. Keep going. In terms of measurements, the traditional measurements of Nielsen, TAM, and so on and so forth, just don't cut it here. The measurements that are really important here are measurements of sentiment and measurements of engagement. Keep going. For example, this is one of our clients on a live basis on that particular day. This is one of India's largest banking companies. It figures that there were 7,294 comments about it in media. Every one of those is scored for sentiment, is scored for visibility, is scored for engagement. Keep going. Not only is the reach of the positive sentiment scored, the reach of the negative sentiment is scored, the reach of the neutral sentiment is scored. There's a value given that in that particular 1 month period, this brand gained 2 crores, 4,07,386 rupees in digital media, in the value of digital PR that was gained out here. Right? All of this is scored automatically. Keep going. Not just, so you'll figure out which brand this is. You track the negatives for this brand on a daily basis, but you track the negatives for its rivals also on a daily basis. So the brand manager is saying, okay, fine, I was cursed, but my rivals were cursed 3 times as much as me. You can click and find out why the rivals were talked about that day. Now all of this has been happening for a few years in India already. This is one of India's largest telco. Go back. every week there's a report on what are actually service issues as gleaned from digital media. So you know that there were lots of issues with VAS auto subscription. That came down, but really poor network and GPRS connectivity went up, and you were able to dig in further and see that happened in Chhattisgarh Circle, right? So digital tools are being used in every part of business already today. Keep going. This is a tool we use called Centimeter that in real time live actually sits back and says how much is a positive sentiment, negative sentiment, and what's all the news about a brand. Keep going. Again, when it comes to Facebook, I'm sure you'll hear a lot more. I'll just cover it very, very slightly. Facebook is not about the number of fans you get, but the number of fans that get you. More specifically, keep going. If I look at, for example, some brands out here, Airtel versus Mahindra versus Vodafone, and look at the last three numbers, E1, E2, and E3, which are really prompted and unprompted and passive engagement, you can pretty much make out that Airtel is doing 10 times better than Vodafone in terms of managing its Facebook fans, even though Airtel has 1.2 million and Vodafone has 3.2 million. Right? The engagement is 10 times higher out there. Similarly out here, go back. Yeah, go ahead. Here among travel companies, you can see that TUI is doing better than Yatra, Make My Trip, Expedia, and others, and TUI globally, TUI in India. Keep going. Here you can see ICICI is doing better than the other 4 banks out there in terms of engagement on Facebook. So, these are the engagement levels are what you have to report and be measured on, not just the number of fans out there. Some of you may have seen this already. Actually, the New York Times covered this. One of the things that Pinstorm does, we believe that the new media is actually you. When we tweet, we Facebook, we each reach, sometimes 100 people, sometimes thousands of people, sometimes tens of thousands of people. On a daily basis, we measure engagement. So as of this morning, the most influential person in India was Shashi Tharoor, followed by Amir Khan, followed by Rajiv Sardesai, followed by Ram Gopal Verma, and so on and so forth. And we track 4,500 people every single day out here. So you're able to see them across Indian residents, non-residents, brands, politicians, so on and so forth. And what we look at for brands is, okay, out of these 4,500 people, if I want to promote a cosmetics brand, which are the 10 people that should become my online brand ambassadors? You're able to pull them from here. Because people are now the media, right? And these are the metrics. So you have this is not TAM, this is not Nielsen, this is something else altogether. This is a new level and new type of metrics that you need out there. Keep going. You also need new process and measures to react with speed. Let me spend a little time on this. Keep going. So we'll talk about it. Once upon a time, you knew that movies had 1 week to make money. This was about 5 years ago. But 3 years ago, you said, you have a weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, chal gaya, to jitna paisa bana, theek hai. After that, the word will spread that the movie is nonsense and then it will die. Today, a movie dies first day, first show. Ra.1, at the end of Friday, 10 o'clock, everybody knew it was a flop. And Saturday, Shah Rukh stopped tweeting about Ra.1 and started tweeting about Don 2. Right? You know within 3 hours whether something worth hundreds of crores of rupees is going to work or not. So really, product life cycles have really scrunched into something very, very short. And we have 3 hours to determine the future of a product. Forget 3 years. You have 3 hours. Keep going. What does it do to you? Brands get destroyed faster, hence need to be defended faster, hence need to be created faster. I'll give you an example of speed. When I got into the business 25, 28 years ago, I got to handle a bar of soap. And we got 3 months to come up with the ideas for the creative. We won a brand of cell phones the other day. We were told to launch the cell phones in a week because the cell phone was going to be obsolete in 3 months' time. We've gone from a time when we had 3 months to do the advertising to when the product lasts for 3 months. Keep going. Something that this football-loving crowd will really understand. During the Football World Cup, all the brands that had tied up had many months out there to plan for the FIFA World Cup in 2010. Right? And they had all planned their advertising, planned their spend, so on and so forth. But the brands and the agencies did not have the flexibility to account for Paul the Octopus. If you remember Paul the Octopus. Keep going. Paul the Octopus had a search volume 15 times greater than that of anything else in football during those days. Keep going. But yet not a single brand could advertise or found the time or the flexibility to advertise using Paul the Octopus. You didn't have to pay FIFA. You didn't have to sponsor the octopus. You didn't even have to give him a fish. Right? You could have used this, but you were not agile enough because you are locked down. When you're locked down, you don't have the flexibility to move as fast as you need to. Keep going. 3 days versus 3 hours. Before I came into this room, I took a snapshot. Keep going. The trending, go back, sorry. The trending terms as of today, as of right now in India are SSLC results Tamil Nadu, World Environment Day, IBPS, Coal India Limited, AIEEE, and so on and so forth, Sonakshi Sinha, and so on and so forth. These are the topmost search terms now, before I got into the room. But go look at it. If I look at World Environment Day, it's trending right now. In fact, today's Times of India was green, today's Economic Times was green. But I go online, keep going. There's no single brand advertising on World Environment Day. A huge opportunity waiting to be taken, but because these are ephemeral, they come and go in hours, nobody's taken advantage of this. Keep going. Even Guwahati, number 8 trending topic. Not a single ad here, either from Assam Tourism or a tour operator from Kolkata, nothing. It was the number 8 term trending today, right? I'll give you an example. So the gentleman may be a little more interested out here. Poonam Pandey started trending about a year ago on Facebook, a couple of years ago, a year ago actually. And really, we figured that the trend in 2011 was coinciding with the World Cup finals. So we figured and predicted that she was going to trend. So we did something a little silly. Keep going. We basically booked a site called PoonamPandeyNude.com. Not that we had any nude photographs of her. To my knowledge, they still don't exist, right? But we basically said, what is the power of viral media? We basically booked a site, put 10 pages of jokes and all that, not a single picture. And finally, in the end, we said, happy All Fools Day from all of us at Pinstorm. But we simply put it and made sure Google SEO'd it. Within 24 hours, we got 70,500 page views, 55,170 visitors, with the 20,000th Alexa ranked site in India in one day for a zero ad spend. Right? Essentially, we are now going to a period where you need to be able to create and destroy media opportunities as quickly as you can because you're keeping up with the trends which are now increasingly blips. You can't say, okay, I'm going to plan a year ahead. You can't even plan 3 hours ahead. You don't know what's going to trend by the evening. You need to have an infrastructure that allows for extreme agility. Keep going. But if you do it right, digital can make you a hell of a lot of money. How so? Keep going. Let me just ask you some questions. Which is the world's biggest search engine? Google. The world's biggest social network? Facebook. Who makes the world's fastest race cars? Ferrari. Which is the world's biggest energy drink? Red Bull. The world's biggest e-commerce store? Amazon. Keep going. How did you first hear about any of these brands? Yeah, keep going. The interesting thing is the world's biggest brands become big without ever advertising on television and print. These are brands that have never advertised. Has zero TV budget, zero print budget. Right? Ditto with Starbucks. Ditto with so many other brands today. If you look at the greatest brands that have entered the top 20 brands lists in the world in the last 7 years, they've all been brands that have spent zero on television, zero on newspaper. Keep going, right? In fact, go back. The key thing out here, and that's one lesson we keep talking about, the enormous change, is that the more you need to spend, the more likely you are to fail. The less you have to spend, the more likely you are to succeed. And this is an entire flip of everything that we've been taught in, Kotlerian marketing. Keep going. Right? All that these brands focused on was building a more remark-worthy brand experience and spreading by digital word of mouth. Keep going. Digital word of mouth took Facebook to $100 billion, more than the worth of the Boeing company, more than the worth of AT&T. Keep going. But the same digital word of mouth also took Facebook within 2 weeks to $57 billion. It lost $43 billion in the last 2 weeks because of digital word of mouth. The client was faced with allegations a few years ago saying it was another Satyam, it was scam hit company, so on and so forth. Keep going. Funds mismanagement, huge negative online buzz. Now, if you understand the Indian stock market, and I know that Kolkata understands it well, 70% of the stock market is based on speculation. It's not based on delivery. It's based on rumors. People buying and selling today, on buying and selling within the week without taking delivery. And all of this doesn't come from the TV. It doesn't come from newspaper. It comes from the people online who are sitting on Money Control or on any of these financial sites. Keep going. Stock price went up 1,000, to 2,500 rupees. Keep going. A concerted anti-campaign started. The stock price fell. 50% of the company's market cap was wiped out in 2 weeks. A market cap that was built in 8 years. At which point the board called us in. We worked for 6 weeks. And I'll tell you what we did. Keep going. Keep flipping through. The new site, new Q&As, new forums, blogs, SEM, SEO, the works. SEM, SEO, videos, social, the works. This never went into TV, never went into print. Keep going. And what the company has seen in the 6 months since is a $1.2 billion increase in market cap, 6,500 crores increase in market cap. You wouldn't even know the company because probably you haven't even seen it really flashed around in print and television media, right? So again, next thing is digital isn't really about big budgets versus small. It's about big boldness versus small. What do I mean by that? Digital helps David beat Goliath. And the real problem you have to watch out for is that you're not Goliath. Today it is assumed that just because you're Goliath and you have a bigger ad chest, you're going to win. Not true. Keep going. Once upon a time, if you had a 20 crore ad budget and somebody else had 200 crores, you were very scared. Today in digital, what does it cost to be on Facebook? Zero. You don't have to pay Facebook anything to be on Facebook, right? Media budgets don't make a difference. But what makes a difference is a creative team that you have that is making sure, that is creating the buzz about you and managing the buzz about you. Is that a 20,000 rupee a month team? Because you can get it for 20,000 rupees a month. You can get it for 2 lakhs a month. You can get it for 5 lakhs a month, and you can get it for 20 lakhs a month. There is still a difference between but it's not a difference between 20 crores and 200 crores. It's a difference between 20,000 and 2 lakhs, or 2 lakhs and 5 lakhs, right? Really what's really happening in the market today, and I think Anurag didn't talk about it, but the unsaid news in the market is for the last 2 quarters, television has been flat to declining. A lot of the money has been pulled out, and essentially what's happening, go back please, is in India, as anywhere else in the world, every 10 rupees of television ad spend is being replaced by 1 rupee of digital spend, and 9 rupees goes back to the client for the same amount of cost effectiveness. So in some ways, the TV world is shrinking, and digital world is expanding, but it's not the same dollar for dollar going. If you're a marketer, you can do with 1 rupee on digital what you can do with 10 rupees on television. Keep going. The key point always is are you being remark worthy? Are you doing something that is worthy of remark, that people can bounce about, talk about on Facebook, talk about on Twitter, and just chat about you? This is your only checkpoint, and you need to invest in a team that understands how to create remark-worthy content and how to moderate other remark-worthy content that's going against you. Keep going. Keep going. Won't spend time. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. So digital change is a fundamental theory. We all, probably learned Kotler. I know that it's taught in Joka at IIM out here. Product, pricing, placement, promotion. But let's really look at Kotler and what the world is up to today. Kotler would have said, use great plastic, great cotton, great rubber, keep going and build a product. Today, the world says the product stands for speed, it stands for determination, it stands for equity. Essentially, we're talking about the same thing, a Nike shoe. Once upon a time, it was seen as a collection of rubber, plastic, and cotton. Today, it's seen as a mix of emotions, of speed, determination, and fair play. The world of the brand fight has moved from the shelf. It has moved into the mind. And it is now not a battle of atoms, it's a battle of neurons. It's a battle of sentiment, it's a battle of emotions, it's a battle of feelings, it's a battle of what people think about you. It's very different. Keep going. Once upon a time you had a thing saying, oh, this is a premium product, this is a discount product. I just looked at the price of airline tickets between Bombay and New Delhi, and you can see the price of the airline tickets across every airline varies by 50% depending on when you buy it. So what is a premium airline? I don't know. What is a discount airline? I don't know. Even what's happening in the other world, Netscape had priced its browser. Microsoft gave away IE free to kill Netscape. And Microsoft did that to protect Microsoft Office. So Google gave away Google Docs free to kill Microsoft Office. At which point Facebook is doing something else to kill Google, and so on and so forth. So essentially the entire idea of this is a premium product, this is a discount product goes out of the window. The key thing is, do you have the ability to, and the flexibility and the agility to keep your price variable instead of keeping your price fixed? So the entire product, the second P rule is being rewritten, mantra. Third, placement. Once upon a time, it was a huge issue getting distribution. Today, for a huge amount of products, the distribution is global. You're in 237 countries on the internet from day one. This is a good thing in that you can be global from day one. It's a bad thing because anybody from those 237 countries can come and eat your cake in Kolkata if you're not careful, right? It's a good and a bad thing. The rules of placement have changed. Fourth is promotion. I've seen 2 brands out there. There's a lady out there. Many of the gentlemen here will recognize her. She's called Savita Bhabhi. And compared that with one of India's more promoted web portals called India.com. It was the first that spent 5 crores on one day in the Times of India. And the first wraparound in the Times of India, they're the guys who started it. But if you look at the traffic for Savita Bhabhi has been between 5 times and 50 times the traffic of India.com without a single rupee spent on advertising or publicity, because it's more remark worthy. But that's not just true for, soft porn. If I look at regular brands, FMCG brands in the same category like Red Bull, Coke and Pepsi, Red Bull has a near zero ad spend globally. Coke and Pepsi, $1 billion ad spend. But the amount of chatter about Red Bull, Coke and Pepsi is the same and much higher than the Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi. Red Bull knows how to keep top of mind without spending the money out there. So again, in promotion, less beats more. So it's time to let go of these 4 Ps, because this is what informed our, the way we worked earlier. So what is a new way out there? And we'll talk about that. Keep going. So again, there's no book that's written out there, but I can tell you about something that we follow, and we follow this process called Aspire. The A stands for absorb, which is really absorb every single thing possible about the brand and the rivals. For example, On this client, so you know who the client is. On a live basis, every single bit of news is automatically categorized. You know, there's about 15,000 pieces of news every day. It's talked about in positive, negative, neutral. It's automatically categorized. Keep going. Keep going. You take the most negative and most visible issues, and then you sort that immediately. So the second thing after absorbing is solving. If there is a huge negative, you solve it right away, right? So the solving happens from team that works actually 7 days a week out there. There's a huge workflow. Keep going. So you can see the entire solutions out there. Clients manage it. So anything that is said out there on behalf of the bank or so and so is actually written by an agency such as us. After you've absorbed and solved, now you come back and say, okay, let me analyze and see what has been talked about. Now you do the planning. This is where the analytics and planning come in. Keep going. This is where you sit back and say, of all the things, keep going. All the things I was talked about, we talked about this before. What is really, go back, ahead, yeah. What's really being talked about me today? What are the hot topics about me today? Keep going. And all of this becomes a creative brief, saying, okay, this is what was talked about me, this is what was talked about the competition. Now you do the brief, and now you come to the next stage, which is the I, which is what we call invent. You invent something remark-worthy. And this is where you, keep going, your ideas need to work across display ads, across YouTube, across Facebook virals. So keep going. So whether it's, for example, Cafe Coffee Day, which won Social Network of the Year last year. Keep going. CNN ads, which did something really interesting. Every time you turned on, saw the ad, it showed, the ad was in a rival newspaper site, but it showed fresher news input inside the ad than the actual rival newspaper site had. So it used a lot of technology to show, live news inside an ad. Keep going. Or email. Or this was an interesting case of a charity which does some work again in Kolkata, Save the Children. The brief was very interesting. It said that we want people to come and support us because what we do is take children out of child labor situations. And we said everybody would have done this with black and white grainy pictures of children crying or laughing or whatever. We'll take a different approach. We imagined a world where child labor was legal, and we said, okay, in that world it would be legal to buy and sell kids. So we created a fake site called childrenforhire.com. It looked very ugly like eBay and so on and so forth, and we put children up there for sale. Of course, every time you click on it, it said, don't you dare hire a child. They should be back in school. The really interesting thing is zero ad spend. In 30 days, I got 35,000 pledges of donations and help, right? In 30 days with zero ad spend. So because it was something remark-worthy, it was able to fly, pretty much from Facebook page to Facebook page, update to update, Twitter update to Twitter update, and people really acted on it, right? Keep going. For some messages will spread virally. Some will need a mix of paid and earned media. Again, like Anurag talked about, and this is what we call the radiate bit. How do you radiate this message that we've invented? Keep going. You need to do a plan that integrates paid and earned media, that works off each other. And I'll give you one example of it. Keep going. So this is what, for example, is done for, you've seen Ramesh Suresh ads out there. If you see the top right, that's 2.3 million views. 2.3 million views of the ad basically means that it got seen all the way up and down an IPL match. That was done at 1/100th of that cost. And it had a viral part of it, and it had a paid media part of it to be able to get that many number of views for this ad. And it was a 19-minute ad, not a 20-second ad, right? And the last part, after Radiate, is really a brand's customers never sleep. So how can we? Just because our copywriters go home at 5 p.m. or 8 p.m. on a Friday, what happens to all the chatter that happens on Saturday and Sunday? So we were perhaps the first agency in the world that works 7 days a week. We work 2 shifts, where creative people work in 2 shifts. Keep going. The last part is endlessly. You have to have somebody that works endlessly with you because your brand is going to be talked about on Sunday, on Saturday, in the middle of the night, and somebody has to be able to answer those questions. Keep going. This new method, you can call it Aspire, it forces agencies to reinvent the way they help brands. So how does an agency need to change? If I look at the 6 parts of Aspire, keep going. So that's online reputation management, sentiment analysis, we'll go back. Analytics out there, creative out there, media planning out there, digital accessibility out there, and reputation management out here. These are typically things 6 specialists do, but you have to make them all work together, right? So it's not really about being a generalist, right? It's being a super specialist, a multiple super specialist. But it's not about just one specialty. Keep going. If I did a search for smartphone today and I did this search right now, you'd come to this page on Google. But what would it take to get me on this page? Once upon a time, say SEO kar do, you'd come on this page. Today, let's see what happens. To be there, I have to do, keep going, directory listings. Keep going. To be there, I have to do your site and SEO. Keep going. To be there, I have to do SEM. Keep going. To be among the reviews, I have to do online reputation management. To be there amongst shopping results, I have to do e-com optimization. To be there among news, I have to do online evangelist and blogger management. Keep going. To be there in the videos, I have to do social video optimization. To be here in what's been chatted about me lately, I have to do social media management and I have to do competitive tracking. What was once a very simple thing, do SEO, has become extraordinarily complex, and you have to do 9 things simultaneously, pretty much, to even do a simple thing like rate on this page. Right? Keep going. So the era of the specialist is over. And I can tell you, Pinstorm started as a pure search firm. There are no pure search firms left. There were pure SEO firms. Today there are no pure SEO firms left. Right? Now they are pure social firms. I believe in 2 years even that will not be there anymore. You have to be completely integrated or you will be completely disintegrated. Right? And this is again one of the interesting things. Aspire kills the agency's cash cows and turns them honest. So in a traditional advertising scene, let me tell you where actually the agencies make money. A typical 100 crore ad budget, you'll say 70 crore, I'll buy some TV ads. 7 crores I'll do for TV ad production spend. 15 crores I'll do print. 5 crores I'll do some outdoor. 1 crore I'll pay the media agency, and 1 crore I'll pay the creative agency, and 1 crore I'll put for digital. Right? That's what you think you're doing. But in reality, what's really happening is from 70 crores, the agency is making 5 crore in illegal kickback that's not telling you about. From 7 crore in TV production, the agency makes 5 crore production kickback from the TV production company. From 15 crore print, the agency is making 2 crore kickback. From 5 crore outdoor, it's making a 1 crore kickback. And plus it's making those 2 crores. So essentially it's earning 15 crores back again out here. In this new world, right, keep going, media buys are minimized. Whatever little, media buys is transparent in search and social because the client can go and see how much you're spending. Only display is there with the potential to be as corrupt as traditional. So traditional media is deeply corrupt out here, right? And TV production is at 1/20th the cost. Whatever you're producing for YouTube, the same standards is 1/20th the cost of what you take to produce for television, even though it's the same cost, same quality, same everything, right? So most agencies have resisted digital, and now you know why. Now you know why. It's a big economic reason. But moving from agencies to clients, Aspire also forces marketers to reinvent the way they do marketing. Right? If you look back at this model, at one point you build brand credibility there, you get brand direction there, you create brand preference there, you create awareness there, and you do your brand operations there, and you get consumer insights here. These are all different parts of the marketing cycle. Right? So even how you reinvent marketing is being done differently. Within your company, that's a customer service function, that's a business intelligence function, that's a brand and creative function, Marcom function, HR ops function, and a Corpcom function. Essentially, you have to find a way of making these 6 silos work together. And that is a bigger challenge. How do you as a brand reinvent your company so these 6 parts of your company work together? Because all 6 parts are going to have one face in digital media. Can you make it work? Who owns what? And this is critical. Keep going. Keep going. And I'll end with this point saying marketers who don't reinvent will pay the price. I'll give you an example of India's most celebrated marketer who hasn't got his act together yet. Right? What happens if you're not coordinated? So, here, keep going. For example, HLL, Hindustan Unilever, spent a lot of money doing Sunsilk Gang of Girls. It spent 20 crores promoting it, maybe 60 lakhs building the site, but forgot about it. Next year you went, go back. You could see that the audience demographics of Sunsilk Gang of Girls, which was meant to be a safe place for girls, was 18 to 24-year-old unemployed men from rural India. It had gone from being a safe place for girls to becoming a pickup joint. So the girls ran away. Eventually, under a public firestorm, they had to shut the site down. Simply because they thought, site bana diya, chalne to ab kya karne ka? So they didn't invest in the upkeep and the endless part of the business because they said, okay, I run a 2-month campaign or a 1-year campaign, that's all I'll do. So this short-term thinking about I'll do a 3-month burst is dead. You can't do this. This is, for example, and I deliberately have taken HUL to show these issues, not because I like them or don't like them or anything. Keep going, right? This is HUL's Facebook brand page. I won't even read out what is out there. If you can read it out, you know that this has been there, this was there on the page for the longest time. There's a brand that spends 1,600 crores on marketing, but can't keep its brand page on Facebook clean. Its official page on Facebook. Yeah? Keep going. On the one side, they're promoting Pureit on Facebook, but on the other side, which is the customer service side, Pureit is the most criticized brand in social media among water purifiers. Everything is about the lack of service, and not one bit of effort has been taken to clean that up. So you are doing promotion, but you're not removing the negatives. From a consumer's point of view, he's going to say, well, how do I trust this brand? Keep going, right? Vodafone has got 3 million fans on Facebook. talks about I love you and so on and so forth. But then its legal department went and sued a guy on Facebook, and finally in the end it created a firestorm of publicity where the CEO had to go to the guy's house, apologize, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Because the legal department did not know what the Marcom department was doing. Right? Winning companies will reorganize their thinking, will reorganize their departments, will reorganize their processes, and reorganize their agencies. I wanted to, I've been done with my time, I wanted to end with this thought, 30 minutes, 15 thoughts, keep going. I hope you had as much fun listening as I had in putting them together. And thank you. Those are my digital coordinates. Thank you very much.